Nobody. Who are you? This country belongs to all of us. You cannot tell us where to go into and where not to go into this country. This country belongs to all of us. You can't do it. You can't tell us where to enter and where not to enter in this country. This is our country. We are not with the law.
He shoots.
Greatest Nigerian people! Greatest Nigerian people! Please, calm down, please. Can there be calm, please? I'm here for a solidarity with... Yes, please. We are here in solidarity with the organizers of this event. Please now, I'm here on behalf of the Nigerian people. I'm here because Nigerians are tired of this particular National Assembly. Nigerians are tired of the government in power led by Tinubu. And to be honest with you, this demand for electoral reform is small compared to what the Nigerian people are asking for.
Yes.
The Nigerian people are even tired of elections.
Exactly.
The Nigerian people are asking for a revolution. And as I've always said, Tinubu, thank you very much. Welcome, Peter. Good job. Tinubu, Akpabio, and the rest of them will help us bring about a revolution in this country.
Yes.
That's what I'm happy about. Yes. Because they cannot escape it.
At all.
You can imagine just a simple request to transmit election results
Electronically.
as it is happening.
They can do it. Real time.
You know, I'm not even personally interested in transmission. I'm interested in electronic voting, where people can vote from their houses.
Exactly.
And the results will be reflected. It's not counting. It will be reflected as you are voting.
Yes.
Because if you can send millions of naira from your phone, you should be able to vote on your phone. But I'm very sorry, these idiots, both in the National Assembly and the executive arm, they said even that is too much. Something that is obsolete in other countries.
Obsolete.
I was with other chairmen of parties, with the INEC chairman, and he told us that India has been doing electronic voting
voting
for years now.
More than 300 million registered voters in India.
let me correct you. There are 900 million registered voters.
Imagine.
The results, the elections are conducted and nobody goes to
Real
court.
time.
The same thing is happening in Brazil. What you are required to do after you vote is to keep a receipt of who you vote for.
Yes.
So if there's a dispute, you just send out the same way you send a receipt of somebody you are paid. Of your transaction. It's a transaction affair. And they will be telling you that there are no internet network in 9 states. But there is, listen to this.
Yes, sir.
There is no state Akpabio goes to in Nigeria that he doesn't find network to connect with his girlfriends.
Exactly.
There is no state that Adams Oshiomhole goes to that he doesn't have network to rub the feet of the Ashawus. So they have been giving you all these excuses so that Nigeria will not progress in our own time.
Yes.
But we have decided that Nigeria must progress in our own time.
Whether they like it or not. No.
And that's why I was warning the police officer who was lifting up a tear gas canister. If you shoot a tear gas here, you have started the war. Because we have told you many times we are not your enemies. But if you want to turn us to your enemies, you know what NSAS is all about.
Yes.
And if this country is good, it will be good for you too. I once came to this National Assembly to fight for policemen. 74,000 of them were promoted because of that since 2025 January and now. These policemen.
Victims.
So don't appeal to them anymore.
No.
We are past that stage. But I want to thank all of you who are here. I'm aware that they are having an emergency meeting.
Yes, sir.
And I urge you to wait until, because if the emergency meeting doesn't resolve the emergency situation, there will be a state of emergency in this country.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Yes.
But I cannot do without thanking Peter for having consistently,
And Mama P.
Aisha, Mama P, and
All of us.
all of us, all of you,
Nigerians.
who have been saying that this is unacceptable.
Yes.
But I will say one last thing. Beyond voting, you must defend your votes.
Protect and defend it, yes, sir.
Because we must stop voting for our enemies in this country.
Yes.
And nobody should be saying that we are only good for protest, that we are not good to be leaders.
Yes.
That's the reason I didn't want to come yesterday. I want the politicians who benefit from our activities to also participate, to also become activists themselves. Not that when we are done fighting, you will not tell us that go and sit down, you are activists. But when it is time to fight for a better country, you say go and fight. Let everybody come outside and fight. Nobody is too old to fight because they are never too young to fight. They are also never too old to share national cake. So they should not be too old to also march in support of progress, peace, and development. Oh wow, how did you know that? So, and that one was not AI.
It was not. He said it was AI.
So,
Imagine operating a spa 30,000 feet above sea level.
Right.
Only Nigerian politicians.
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Freedom cometh by struggle.
Anybody that comes to say that we will not get a free and fair election come 2027, anything will happen to you, take it like that. Do you understand? Because nobody's happy. Our children, nobody's happy. Every time, every day, the youth are looking for a way out of the country. A country that we are meant to enjoy. A country that we are meant to be part of the growth. But we are looking for traveling. People go to church to pray, for traveling as a prayer point. Prayer, traveling. If our country is working, that should not be a prayer point. If our country is working, traveling out of this country should not be a prayer point. So we are not sitting to watch that this election will be rigged next year. Anybody will rig am. If my brother, if my sister is there close to me, your head go collect. As simple as that. The truth is, every Nigerian here today is angry. Every Nigerian here did not come out here with a smile on our faces because of the situation the country is. We are tired whereby a few people with power is now out of greed, is making the masses to suffer. So we are here as one to speak to the National Assembly, to speak with gospel, Akpabio, to speak to our leaders out there. It's enough for the greed. It's enough for everything they are chasing, and they should look at us, the masses. We are tired, and all what we want is transmit our votes real time. That is just what we need. Once you transmit it, as the votes are being counted, we are seeing it on the real time. We are not asking for too much. Do you understand? We are not in the 90s that they will come to tell us we are not illiterate, to tell us that there is no network for them to transmit this. Do you understand? If people in the bush, if people like the kidnappers out there can get network to do these things, then we know that there is network. So please, transmit this vote, transmit our voice on real time. Our voice matters. That is all we have to say. Considering the Nigerian factor, we know that the leaders are there to rig the election. I will not even bite about that. I won't hide that. But we know say as soon as come out to rig the election, any head will come rig the election, now that head go down. Let me cut the whole English bullshit. Any head that comes to rig the election, that head go down. Now what do they look for? We're not there to come they follow and they smile like 2023 election. What happened will not happen again. We are tired of what happened 2023. We are tired of all that.
Correct themselves and endear themselves once more to the people of Nigeria. They should know that they are not there on their own, and everybody should answer their father's name. We don't want that kind of aye and nay that they did even when it comes to emergency rule in Rivers State. Let everybody answer their names. When we come to the streets and we see them, we tell you, you voted for this and you voted for this. Okay. We can either commend them or condemn them.
Generally, we are expecting that it's going to be transmission from the point of voting. But certain places in the country are having issues where internet and others can be done. What alternative will you be asking National Assembly to provide?
The issue of network is not a problem. People even talk about light and all that. These equipments use batteries that are charged. That's one. Secondly, there's no village that POS is not working. It's the same technology. And I want to tell you that during the last elections, I was a director in the presidential campaigns, and ordinary phones, not Android, were converted by a technical team to be able to do what Android phones do at every polling unit in this country. So there is no excuse whatsoever. And like the national chairman of the ADC said, let INEC speak for themselves, not the legislators speaking for INEC. Pass the law. If there are difficulties, provide for INEC to make it possible to implement the law. That's how it is done. Okay, you don't foresee problems and refuse to pass the law.
Okay, sir, the Senate are reconvening today on an emergency note as regards your demands. This way. Mic down. Peradventure, they end up maintaining their initial stance. What's next?
Well, we have a press ahead of that. Whatever they pass, it will still go to the conference. So the conference will expect the members of the House of Reps to stand their ground, and also those who are democratically minded in the Senate to also stand their ground to ensure that what comes out finally is electronic transmission. Should that fail, we'll take the next steps. I can assure you that we're not going to relent until the right thing is done. We can't be allowing people to take us 1,000 years behind with slim excuses that I don't have network in my village. POS is working everywhere in Nigeria. The system and technology we're working is not different. And I'm assuring you that this system will work everywhere in all the polling units throughout this country.
What will be your next step?
We'll take the next step once we have the results.
All right,
but we don't relent.
One plausible outcome, and that is the outcome that reflects the wishes and opinion of Nigerians. And what is that? Compulsory electronic transmission of results. Anything short of that does not reflect the wishes of Nigerians. I am not sure exactly why Akpabio should be afraid. They say they have 31 governors. They say they have an uncountable number of senators. They have an uncountable number of House of Representatives members. They have structure. but they are afraid of free and fair election. I want to conclude this point by saying, Godswill Akpabio and his 108 friends have been cooking for Nigerians, and we have been eating it. If they do not do the needful, if they do not do the needful, we are also not going to cook for them. Keep in mind, if you cook for community, the food no go reach. But if Nigerian youth cook for you, you no go be chop and finish. Let them pass it now that we are still outside so that we can go home. We have things to do at home. Otherwise, we'll start cooking. Thank you so much.
Wait, this mic.
We shall always fight for solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
You see, this is how you reinforce it. On Friday, we were marching to the National Assembly. Police stopped us. Refused us to come. Marching constitutionally. Well, we had the constitutional reform. Abuja, come out. Abuja, come out. You already.